When you look at your spice rack in the kitchen today, black pepper, cinnamon, cloves, or nutmeg may seem quite ordinary to you. But about 500 years ago, these small spices were among the world's most valuable treasures. A handful of black pepper was at times as valuable as gold. People didn't use the spice just to add flavor to their meals. They used it to preserve meat for longer periods, incorporated it into medicine, and displayed it on their tables to show off their wealth. These spices did not grow in Europe. Black pepper came from India, while cloves and nutmeg came from the Spice Islands in Indonesia. Arduous journeys spanning thousands of kilometers, deserts, stormy seas, and long trade routes where the spices changed hands countless times. The price rose slightly at each stop along the way, and by the time it reached Europe, the spices had practically turned into a fortune. For centuries, this trade was controlled by Arab merchants and the vast trade networks of the East. Europe's kings, meanwhile, paid a heavy price to obtain these valuable goods. But after a while, a single question began to occupy their minds. Was there a way to obtain spices without intermediaries? This question would change the course of human history. Portuguese sailors began searching for a new sea route to India by sailing around Africa. At the same time, Christopher Columbus believed he could reach Asia by sailing west. He was searching for spices, but he encountered a completely different continent. The discovery of the Americas. It was, in fact, one of the unexpected consequences of the search for spices. After these discoveries, the oceans were no longer just water. They became the world's most valuable trade routes. Portugal, the Netherlands, England, all competed to control the spice trade. Tiny islands. They became strategic targets simply because cloves or nutmeg grew there. Ships were built, fleets were established, wars were fought, thousands of people lost their lives. Because back then, spices weren't just food. They were wealth, they were power, and they were the heart of world trade. Over time, new sea routes were opened, agriculture advanced, production increased. Thanks to modern transportation, spices could now easily reach every corner of the world. That small jar of spice we see on supermarket shelves today, it was once as valuable as the treasures kept in kings' vaults. Perhaps that tiny grain of black pepper we sprinkle on our food every day, it was a silent witness to ships crossing the oceans, to the discovery of new continents, and to the great struggle that pitted empires against one another. History is sometimes written by massive armies, and sometimes by a single grain of spice, small enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Keep curious, subscribe, and let's meet in new stories. Let's continue to discover the unknown stories of the past together.